All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Wild Rum. You're back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Waha, Rakakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, the great millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways, prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, also in the correct doctrine. I also want to give a shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai by their faith. Once you got another lesson I want to bring out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. As you see, the devil is coming down with great wrath, knowing that he has but a short time. And the serpent is these Edomites, man. They are the physical counterparts to the serpent. He says, watch out for the snakes. Listen to the president tell you the wonderful snake story. You know who it is, man. I ain't got to say his name, man. That might be on the algorithms here next. So let's listen to the poem that he has.
You know, it's about 100 degrees out, so if we're outside, you say, no, please don't do this stuff. But it's great. This was a great song written a long time ago, and we sort of recast it, but it's true. And it has to do with terrorism. We're allowing people to come in. They're going to destroy our country. We have to get them out. We have to take them out. So this has to do with the fact that people are coming into our country through our borders. Very sad and very terrible thing is happening, and many of these people are very bad. On her work, and this is, who's heard this, by the way, just before? Who's heard this? That's pretty good. It's amazing how few, because they do it, but I think it's pretty terrific. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. Her pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Poor thing, she cried, I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found the pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in by now, you truly would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying, thank you, ma'am, the snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, but why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. That's the end. That's the end. The snake.
There you have it, the snake. And how the snake moves, you finna see. You finna see how the snake moves.
When autocrats come to power, there's a 10-step plan. And we're at about step 9. So step 1, you have a free and fair election, but it's the last time. Because once that person wins, they don't intend to let anybody else or anyone else take the power that they have amassed for themselves or for their ticket. Second thing they do is that they exceed the realms of executive power. So you see a bunch of executive orders coming out claiming all kinds of powers that a president doesn't hold. Number 3, they then take the competing versions of power and try to either make them complicit or neuter them. So you have a Congress that basically has forgotten they got a job, and then you have a judiciary that's either complicit or neutered. And it's neutered because if the president, if the executive refuses to follow the rules, then you've neutralized the judiciary because the judiciary doesn't actually have enforcement power. Number 4, you go after the media. With the media, you make sure that you demonize and criticize the legitimate media so that nobody trusts it. And then you create an echo chamber so that the only truth that people hear is the truth you want them to hear, even if it's not truth. Even if you put truth in the name, it's not truth. Then you start to gut government. You fire all of the people who know how to do stuff. You break democracy by making people think they don't need it. And the best way to do that is to make sure that the things that they've learned to rely on are no longer available. Because then you become the only way they get what they want. So you fire the CDC so that vaccine rates drop and the disease rises. You fire FEMA so that when there's a natural disaster, the only way you get what you need is by begging for it. So you gut the civil service so that no one can actually do the work that democracy is supposed to protect us for. At the same time, you hire a bunch of people that you call loyalists, and you put them in place so that they don't hire anybody who doesn't agree with you, but you also put them in positions of power. So then your next step is that you go after the people who do the good work. So you sue law firms, you sue philanthropies. And then step 7, you got to have someone to blame. They blamed everybody. They blamed women, they blamed children, they blamed people of color, they blamed immigrants. They are doing all of that because they know at step 7, if you can push that forward, then we're fighting each other and fighting for survival instead of fighting for our country. And then you start to incentivize private violence. That's step 9. Maybe you send the National Guard and Marines and you militarize kidnapping people off of the streets, throwing them into detention camps, and then arresting people who dare to challenge you, calling any question obstruction of justice. Civic participation, the First Amendment, is the 9th category because if you can militarize your response, you also convince people it's not worth the possible pain of calling out the problems. And once you've gotten to step 9, step 10 is easy. You make sure no one ever votes again because now you've got them captive, now you've got them scared, now you've got them poor, and now you've got the power. That's autocracy in 10 steps.
So she broke it all the way down to you, man. And that fear is what they want to instill in you. They want to fear they're fearing you. That's the reason why they put this Gator Alcatraz up, man, in 8 days. And you don't need the music. You just see for yourself. 3,000 beds, man. So they want to instill that fear in you. That if you leave, it's nothing but alligators, man. That will kill you for the most part. I ain't gonna say for the most part, they will kill you. And this is his goal, man. He's showing you how this snake moves. And that's why the Lord warned us to repent before the judgment comes. Because the snake is moving as a snake would move, man.
But we're going to teach them how to run away from an alligator, okay? If they escape prison. How to run away. Don't run in a straight line. Run like this. And you know what? Your chances go up about 1%. Okay?
So they're mocking you. You are in his hands, man. Because you didn't repent. And 2/3 is finna feel the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua because he's using this man to do it. And all these, even though these Edomites think Trump is doing a good thing, he is in their clutches too, man. The serpent doesn't care about no one but itself.
Okay, so here's what just happened that should be screaming across every headline. The Trump administration just issued a memo to the Department of Justice telling them to start prioritizing civil denaturalization. And that means revoking citizenship from naturalized Americans, people who became citizens legally, if the government believes that they got that citizenship fraudulently or pose a security threat. And sure, the memo claims that this is only for the worst of the worst, like war criminals, terrorists, gang members, and has been done historically. And that sounds fair in theory, but here's the catch. Once a naturalized citizen is targeted for civil denaturalization, they don't get a public defender. It's not a criminal case. You're just stripped of your citizenship in a civil court with no automatic right to a lawyer. And this opens the door to some seriously dangerous territory, because now the executive branch, meaning Trump's DOJ, gets to decide who counts as a fraudulent citizen. And once you're denaturalized, guess what? You're deportable. So this raises huge constitutional concerns. Who decides what counts as fraud? What counts as a threat? Are certain communities, especially immigrants of color, going to be disproportionately targeted? And what happened to due process? And let's not forget that citizenship is supposed to be the final stop in the immigration journey. You don't just undo it like an Amazon return. So when you zoom out, this is part of a pattern. Trump's already signed executive orders targeting birthright citizenship, and now this. So we're watching the erosion of what citizenship means in real time. So if you're thinking, well, this doesn't affect me, you should ask yourself, if the government can take someone else's citizenship, what makes yours safe? So you should call your representatives, ask them where they stand, and if you're a naturalized citizen or you love someone who is, this isn't just politics, this is your life. Citizenship is supposed to be permanent.
So you Jakes to think, oh, I got rights here in Babylon the Great. They're gone, bro. They're gone. And what we have here in Babylon the Great, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And that's the only thing you have, man. That's what we try to hammer you upside the head and let you know, man. This place is finished, man. If you're leaning on Babylon the Great, you're going to get bit by the serpent, man. This is Revelations 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and power of his Hamashiach, his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And see, this man is going to come out of power, man. He's coming out, even though he's bringing all these things for the news, distracting you. World War III is being built up to the tipping point, man. So this man is going to be cast down, man. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. See, that's how we're going to overcome Babylon the Great, man. By the word of our testimony, man, which is the scriptures, man. It says, and they love not their lives unto the death. And so you can't be thinking, well, man, I'm going to be fearful and think, well, they're going to do this, they're going to do that to me, man. Your focus should be on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And Esau knows he has a short time, man. That's why he's doing all these different. He built the thing in 8 days, man. A concentration camp in 8 days, man. And they said they want to do more like that. So they only got a short time, man. And they know that, and they're doing exactly what they need to do in this short amount of time they have, man. Because what's not on the news, we can see on alternative music, man. This World War III, man. Because was it implement the MOTB, man? Things are gonna move faster, man. Things are moving faster than as it is. But once they move to put that MOTB out there, it's over with. Because it's gonna be an economic crash, man. It's gonna be a organized famine here. You see, I don't know if you've seen the videos of DC being fenced in, man. So this coming 4th of July might be the tipping point of all hell breaking loose, man. And I wouldn't be in no big gatherings or no Essence festivals or no fireworks shows. I wouldn't be in those environments, man. Because you don't know what's going to happen, man. This is the end. This is the time of Jacob's trouble. This is 1 Peter 5 and verse 8 that says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And see, being at the Essence Festival, you don't know what this man going to do to that Essence Festival, man. You don't know what he's going to do in these fireworks shows, man. You seen where I brought out 3 videos I put on my IG of them taking and having some mass event happening at a fireworks show, man. With a couple people and bring out the information of his document. I forgot the name of it, but it's easy to Google. But the point is, this man has a major agenda, man. That's why the Lord said, be vigilant, be sober. Don't be caught up in it's the holidays, man. It's the time for celebration. It ain't the time of celebration, man. One more time, verse 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, whom resisteth steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world." Let me get this another translation, man. So we got to stand. Yeah, it's right here, New Living Translation. I was just finna say this. The Spirit. It says, "Stand firm against him, and be strong in your faith. Remember that your family of believers all over the world is going through the same kind of suffering you are. So everybody's going to go through this, man. And the Lord gave us a spirit to go through it. In the spirit, I was going to say, stand firm. And that's exactly what the word said as soon as I looked at it, man. So we got to stand firm, man. Everybody's going to go through this. Nobody's going to be in Jacob's trouble in Africa. I mean, here in Babylon the Great. Everybody else is chilling and having a good time over in Africa some damn where. In Europe somewhere. Now, everybody's going to go through this, man. This is the devil, man. What is it? Psalms 9 and 24. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. The hand of the wicked is everywhere, man. Good News Translation, it says, "Be firm in your faith." And that's plain, man. We've been taught this information for us to make it. We have to stay firm in it. Be firm in your faith and resist him, because you know that the other believers in all the world are going through the same kind of sufferings. And that's plain, man. So we know we're going to have to go through the straight gate, man. This is a test of our faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And you have to acknowledge that the Lord is going to be with you, man. You have to acknowledge that. You're not going through this by yourself. You're just not going through this on your own, man. If you believe and have faith in the Lord, you repent to the Lord, he is going to be with you every step of the way. He said he will not leave us. So we got to continue to stay firm in that word that we've been taught through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is John 12 and verse 31. It says, "Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out." And that's what we know for a fact is going to happen, man. The God of this world, the prince of this world, is going to be casted out, man. That's why he's coming down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. He is soon to be casted out, man. Job told us the triumphing of the wicked is short, man. Let's get that. But we have a firm foundation, man, that we believed in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and he brought us this way, all this way. You know what I'm saying? No matter how long you've been in the truth, he brought you all the way from the time you got into the truth into now to believe and see the things that was going to happen for us to know that the Lord is with us, man. This is Job 20 and verse 5. It says that let me go up 4. It says, knowest this thou not, knowest this thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, man. See, he has but a short time, man. His time is short. He's not going to be having these camps and all over the globe and everybody just submitted to him, not going to make it, just dying, and no one is. The Lord said if he wouldn't come, no flesh will be saved. Make the time short. No flesh will be saved, man. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture, man. So we know the Lord is moving too. And that's why he knows he has a short time, because the Lord is making moves on our behalf, man. It says that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaches unto the clouds. See, though he's on high, he's doing all he wants to do. Everybody's fearful of him. He's just making moves and making plans to do what he's going to do to people. and no one can combat him, and nobody can come against him. He says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. See, though he's high and puffed up with pride, the Lord is going to destroy him, man. They which see him shall see him no more. It's like, I'll put that in there. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? That was another scripture. He said, it was in my spirit. I need to get that. He said, verse 8, it says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased as a vision of the night. See that? The Lord is going to destroy this man. He's going to be chased away, man. The eyes also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. See, he's going to be destroyed, man. He's going to be taken out of power, man, out of rulership. He's never going to rule again, man. And his time is now. He got time right now, man. Because he's soon to be chased as a vision of the night, man. Gone forever. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sins of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. See that now it was hid under their tongue. Now they're speaking it out loud, man. Get ready, you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. Though he spare it not, and forsake it not, but keep it still within his tongue. See, at first they would say stuff and they would cover it up. They would speak subliminally. Now they outright saying it, man. They want to get rid of you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. They're not hiding it anymore. He said, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asp within him. He shall swallow down riches, and he shall vomit them up. Power shall cast them out of his belly. And the Lord is going to come back and judge him, man. And all his riches are going to be taken away and given back to the children of Israel, man. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. And see, he is the serpent, man. And his own trap is going to be set for his own self, man. He shall not see the rivers, the floods and brooks of honey, of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down according to his substance. Shall the restitution be? So he's going to pay everything back, man. Everything he's doing and planning to do to us, he's going to pay all that back, man. He says, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath opposed and have forsaken the poor. See that? He is oppressed. It's like I said, opposed. Because he hath oppressed and have forsaken the poor. Because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. And see, these people have been over here 20, 30 years, man, and basically natural citizens. He's taking away everything they have, all their goods, man. That's oppression, man. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desire. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. So when he think he's everything, that the NWO is accomplished, everything's done, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And that's what's being done right now, man. The nations are being ready and prepared to fight. When he is about to fill his belly, power shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. See that? When he think everything is accomplished, the Lord's going to send these missiles, man, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. When everything is done, he got everybody in camps and chipped, and this is when the Lord going to rain these missiles down on him. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. And it's talking about those nuclear missiles, man. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. That's plain, man. Terrors are upon him. And that's what he brings terror to our people. He is going to bring terror on his own self. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. See that? Anybody left in Babylon the Great is going it's going to be utterly wasted, man. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. And that's plain, man. All the nations are going to rise up against him, man. They're tired of him being in rulership, man. It says, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of the wicked man from power, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High power, man. And that's destruction. This is appointed to him by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, man. Jumping over to not Psalms, Job 21, dropping down to verse 16, it says, lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. And see, the Lord is not dealing with these Edomites, man. He just set them up to do a task, and that was it. How often is the counsel of the wicked put out? How often cometh their destruction upon them? Power distributeth sorrow in his anger. This is the Lord doing this, man. He has them set up to be destroyed, man. He has them doing what he has them doing on the wicked, on the left-hand side. Then he's going to bring judgment upon them, man. They are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away. Power layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. He's going to know that this is the Lord against him, man. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink the wrath of the Almighty. He shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. Gotta say it correctly. I gotta read it correctly, man, because that's a heavy judgment that's coming to him, and he has no clue it's coming. He think, well, shit, these so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. The Lord ain't dealing with them. He don't want them. He don't care about them. But he's soon to see the Lord left a remnant that he loved, the apple of his eye, and he's going to bring judgment upon anyone that touches them. Let me. It's a heavy psalm right here. I'm going to get this real quick up here and start at verse 5. It says, thou hast rebuked the heathen, thou hast destroyed the wicked, thou hast put out their name forever and ever. And that's soon to happen to Esau, man. Forever, man. Jumping down to verse 15, it says, the heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. See that? Alligator Alcatraz. All these things that he made is for himself, man. In a net which they hid is their own foot taken. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higion Salah. See that? The Lord is letting them do it, but it's a judgment coming for what he's doing, man. The wicked shall be turned into hell. See that? Their heaven is our hell and vice versa. Because we're going to get the kingdom of heaven, man. And they're going to be in their hell. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forgot power. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. See that? We're not going to be always forgotten. It ain't going to look like doom and gloom for us forever. It's going to be flipped upside down on his head, man. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear. See that? Put them in fear, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Salah. And see, Esau think he is in power, man. That he has spiritual powers and the power from on high, and thinks he is the Most High. But he's going to soon see when the Lord brings this terror upon him, he is only a man. So I'm in it there. Lord Williams edifying. Shalom. Shalom.